I usually only focus on one strategy for this channel. Every video, it's almost like the same strategy every day, right? But lately, I've been going back to this other strategy that I wanted to share with you, and it's getting some pretty good results. And really, all you do is you use the line chart inside a Pocket option. Now, I'm going to trade live right in front of you. I'm not going to do any fancy editing or anything like that. But it's really easy to set up. All you have to do is come over here to the chart settings. And for the chart type, you'll need to make sure that it's set on the line chart right here. And then for the other settings, you can enable the auto scroll, which I would probably recommend. That way the chart scrolls nicely so you don't lose your place when you're trading. And so I'll go ahead and turn that on. And you'll notice that there really is no time frame, so to speak, but there is a zoom level or a resolution level, and I'll talk a little bit about that. Now, for the time or the expiry for each of the trades, that's going to be 5 seconds right over here. Let's go ahead and just click in this box, and I've already got it set up. You can just select S5, and that will change that expiry to 5 seconds. So if you have those two options, you're almost ready, but there's one other thing, and this is an indicator that you're going to apply to the chart. It's actually a very famous indicator, very commonly used indicator out there in the trading world, and that is the super trend. And it's right over here underneath the indicators menu. You'll find it right here. Super trend. You just have to click that once, and when you do that, you will apply that to the chart. Now, we're only using the default settings for the super trend. So the settings that I have, which are the default, it's going to be ATR period 10 and multiplier 3. So if you have it like this, you guys are all set to go. Now, going back to the resolution on the chart and how fast that little dot moves on the line chart, that's all going to depend on the resolution that you have set, which is down here at the bottom left. So this little menu here, if you click on that, that's going to give you several options. We've got, you can look at this almost like a time frame, but it's going to be a little bit different. If I choose a higher time frame on this menu, such as like a 1-day time frame, you can see that it's printing much slower on the chart, and that little dot is moving very, very slow. So this is not what we want. We want to choose the smallest or the closest zoom possible. We want to get as close to that dot and the price action as we can. So right up here, I will choose M10. Now, you might have a smaller number. This might be M3. If you do, then that's great. Use the smallest number that's available on this menu. So if it's lower than M10, then great. But you can also use the little wheel on your mouse, or if you're using a trackpad, there might be another way to do it if you're using a laptop. But I actually have a computer mouse, so I can just zoom in and out with the little wheel on that. Okay, so that's how you set everything up. Now let's go over the strategy. Now what you're waiting for is you're looking for the buy and sell signals from the super trend indicator, and you're going to take trades based on that. Now, you can jump in and get in a little bit earlier before that buy or sell signal appears on the chart, and I'll be going over that as well. But those signals are the little labels that appear. You can clearly see that. You can see a little red sell label, and then you have a little buy label right here. We had a member inside of our private VIP group that came up with this strategy, and he's been using it for a really long time, and it actually gets some pretty good results. Now, guys, the main goal for all the videos that I put out there on YouTube is not to lose, right? I must come out in profit after each and every video that I make on my channel. And so now I may not win all the trades, but the goal here is to come out in profit after I've completed my trading sessions, okay? So now there's two parts about this. You have to have a decent strategy, right? but you also have to have good money management. Now, for the money management, you can use whatever you want. Some people use martingale. Some people use other different strategies that are out there. For me, I use the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager, which is a highly advanced trade manager with mathematical calculations. Okay, there's an algorithm behind this that allows you to win even if you have losses. So even if you do have multiple consecutive losses in a row, it will give you those trade amounts that you need right down to the penny. The exact trade amounts so you can come out in profit after each and every trading session that you do. And it's really, really cool. So we'll be using this, but before we start trading though, I need to make sure that my initial capital inside of the trade manager is set up correctly. So what I'll do first is go over to Pocket Option. I have 3,080.42, so I'll just put in here 3,080, and that's 42 cents. And then I'll go ahead and set the options here. Now, all of this is explained inside of the private members area that we have. I have several tutorials and videos for you guys that will explain exactly how all this works. For me, I'll be selecting for total trades 10, and for the win trades, I must win 1 out of 10. Okay, we've got 92% for the payout percentage. This is the amount that Pocket Option is giving us for each of the trades that we do, and it gives us the amount for the very first trade. So there's no guesswork here, guys. You guys get all the information right here. You don't have to worry about trading with too much or trading with too little. You set up your goals within the trade manager and it will handle all of that for you. So the first trade amount is 214. I will go right back over to Pocket Option 214. So let's go ahead and jump in here and start this. Real excited to share this with you guys. And we've had this on the channel before, but primarily what I do is use a strategy called the Fast 5 strategy, which is using a 30-second time frame with a 5-second expiry. But this one's a little bit different. I would say I'm not as comfortable with this strategy that I am with the other strategy that I do. But it is another option because not everybody's going to want to do the strategy that I prefer, right? So this is just to put something else out there. And I'm confident enough to actually trade this strategy live right on this video. I'm not going to do any fancy editing or trickery or whatever. And also, guys, this is real money, by the way. Some of you guys think I'm using the demo account. So I wanted to show you that this is the demo account. I've got a lot more money inside the demo account, 55,000. And then so up here is the actual real money. Okay, so 3,080.42. So just wanted to show you that. And if you want me to, I can refresh the browser. So I'll go ahead and do that. I feel ridiculous having to do this. There we go. Refresh Pocket Option. Claim your bonus. I got another bonus, right? Cool. Thank you, Pocket Option. Okay. Let's go ahead and close this out. And you can see it still says 3,080 on my real account. This is my QT demo right here, which I don't normally use. I typically like the trade always with the real account because I don't like the transition of trading or switching from demo to real. I don't want that emotional conflict there. However, I do recommend if any of you are if you're trying out a strategy for the very first time, is to use a very, very small amount or the lowest amount, which is only $1. So that's the smallest amount you can trade inside a Pocket Option, or just use the demo if you're really unsure or whatever. So we can anticipate wins and losses throughout this video. We're not going to win every single trade, but we've got to come out in profit at the end of this video. That's the goal here, guys. So let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so let's choose a chart. I'm using currency pairs, obviously. Any of these pairs up here will work just fine. Here we go, something up here a little higher. And now typically with this, you kind of want to follow the trend. Okay, so it looks like if it's overall downward trend, maybe you'll want to look for sells, right? If it's an overall upward trend, you want to look for buys. But of course, when you zoom in, that's going to change everything. It's going to look a little bit different. So a lot of times I just go by feel and that's fine. So I'm waiting for this dot to cross over that red line, and you can see as soon as that happens, I get a buy signal, and of course it's going down. So what happens if you do have a loss? Because I know that's one thing you guys are, you don't know what to do. Don't feel bummed out or anything like that, because when you have the money management in place, all you have to do is just set this to L, and then the manager will give you the amount for the next trade, which is 446. It's nice to have the first trade as a win, but guys, this is the reality. I want to actually show you that I have losses too, and so it's just the way it is, right? You're not going to win them all. It's not going to be 100% win rate, which is just crazy. So it says sell. It's kind of going up here a little bit, but it's very... Let me choose another chart here. Okay. That looked much better there. So we're going up here. What I'm going to do is wait for that dot to cross down. We got the sell, and as soon as that dot crosses over the red, I'm going to take a buy. There it is. A little bit early on that. Just need a little bit more push up. 5 seconds, and there it is. So what if we have a win? What do? We come over to the trade manager, mark this with a win, and that session is completed. It's ended. Now, why is it finished? Well, because I only have my settings to win 1 out of 10 trades. And if I continue to do that for around, 30 sessions, let's just say, so for me, I'll put in here 2. We have a little daily goals target box over here. I think this is very useful when you're trying to reach daily targets, like maybe you want to earn 1% or 5% per day. We have some members in the group doing a lot more than that, like 20% a day, which is just crazy. I don't normally do that, but everybody's different. Everybody has a different strategy, different risk levels that they're comfortable with. But for me, I'm selecting 2% per day, which means I need to complete 31 sessions per day. As soon as I see that the session has ended, I will come over here and click on the new session button. And the trade manager will clear everything out. It will keep track and mark one session that has been completed over on the session counter. It will keep track of everything for me. And even with the new version of the trade manager, which was released version 3, it just makes everything a lot more easier and a lot more faster. So I'm not going to explain all my steps throughout this video. I would like to just keep on trading so we can kind of speed up the process a little bit. Because this is one of those faster trading strategies, and it's not like for everyone. Some folks like to take a little bit more time trading on maybe a 2-minute expiry chart. If that sounds like you, then that's going to be a better fit for you. Whatever your attention span is, everybody's. Why did I mark that as a loss? That was a win. There we go. Okay, I'll go ahead and click that new session button, and we're going to clear this out, and let's just make sure everything's matching up good. It is 214, so we'll just go ahead and take another one. And we've got the sell signal right there, waiting for that up. Now see, I wasn't fast enough. If it's already passed and that buy signal has already happened, I'm just going to go ahead and wait, because guys, there's plenty of opportunities here. It's not like if you miss one, you're totally screwed. You got to wait all day, or it's nothing like that. Oh, okay, that thing is moving fast. If it's moving a little bit too fast, I may change the chart. 447, let's go ahead and put that in. Great. And I'll wait for this ball to come down here. And it's going to cross over that. There it is. And now we've got a sell. So I'm waiting for that buy signal. And if I can catch that right when it crosses over that red line there, which is what I prefer, but we didn't catch it that time. And then I'll enter the next trade, which is 932. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Just relaxing, maintaining emotions, not getting too crazy. We've had losing streaks, but we've also had winning streaks as well. You're going to have both, especially with binary options. There's only 1 or 2 things that's going to happen out there when it comes to trading. It's either going to go up or down. We all know that. And, this is the game that some of us have decided to play. I'm way late on that. So definitely, well, I don't know. It moves so fast. So good, we got some L's here and in for you guys. 1946. 1946. Great. And hopefully maybe we can choose something with a little bit more of a trend. Go ahead and try this out. And we'll just take them all, guys. There it is. So let's go ahead and mark this with a win. Click on the new session button. And we are still in profit. So we have not lost yet. 214. Let's go ahead and take this down. There we go. Waiting for the dot to come down and cross over the green line. As soon as it does that, I'll get a sell signal. And then when it crosses back over the sell signal, we will get a buy. Let's see if I can get in a little bit faster this time. And I did get a haircut yesterday. I'm feeling good, man. You got to get a haircut once in a while because it's like it's starting to grow out like a mop, you know? You got to cut the mop off, right? Or maybe some of you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know. But yeah, I just feel like it's a mop. So we mark that with an L. The next trade's 447. Let's go ahead and put that in here. Cool. And you can change the chart if it's going a little bit sideways and you're just not comfortable with that. And again, guys, this is risky. I mean, most people lose money when it comes to trading, right? Any kind of trading for that matter. You can see, there you go. Let's go ahead and mark that with an L. 933. And I'm just not liking the chart that much. Oh, here we go. Something a little bit more interesting. Let's see if that dot crosses over the red. There it is. And as soon as that crosses over, we get that buy signal. And I would say at the moment, generally I get a higher win rate with the Fast 5 strategy because usually I would have had wins already. We've had at least 8 losses in a row on this channel and we've still come out in profit. But with the Fast 5, I generally see a higher win rate, but I wanted to use my own real money and put out a different video and a different strategy for you guys. 1947, let's go ahead and do this. And let's just take it. Let's just take the bull by the horns here. Let's see if we can get something down here. Looks like it's starting to dump pretty good. And if that crosses over that green line, it's going to give me a sell. And then we got about 1 more second to go. There we go. I'll mark this with a W. Click on new session. And you just repeat this process. So you're always going back and you're starting back at the smaller amount. So 214, let's go ahead and just put that in here, 214. And let's go ahead and continue trading. Waiting for that dot to cross over that red line. As soon as that happens, I'll go ahead and enter. And whatever happens, happens. Looks like we won that. I'll mark that with a W, click on new session. And then we'll take another one. So now we're at 3,090.26. Now, if you notice, the trade manager will do its best to match the capital that you have inside a pocket option. And this helps us to compound our account. So we're always working off of the current balance that's inside a pocket option. It's not the balance that we started with, okay? So this is all based around percentages. But it will match it as close as possible, and it will do that automatically. Thanking the new version of the Trade Manager, version 3, it does all of this automatic. But we've got 3,090.27, and now we have 3,090.26 inside a pocket option. So usually it's off by a penny or two, but I'll take it. Close enough for me. So, but let's go ahead and jump in here, and let's do some more trades. I've got a sell. Ooh, that happened a little bit too fast. I missed that entry on that buy signal. If you miss it, don't chase it. And I'm just going to, wait for another setup because there's going to be plenty. I'll have my mouse over the buy button. Sometimes I'll even click the buy button and then just release it as soon as I see that price move, and there we go. So we'll go ahead over here, mark this with an L. The next trade amount is 448. Just enough so we can maintain profitability here. And it looks like overall upward trend. So this is looking really nice. So absolutely looking for buys now. Okay, guys. So looking for buys. Going to wait until that crosses. It just crossed. And we got about 2 more seconds to go. And there it is. And that's all you got to do. So the session's completed. Click on the new session button. And we've updated that. So now I should have $3,092 inside a pocket option. Let's go over there and see if that's the case. There it is, $3,092.24. And it matches perfectly, $3,092.94. So awesome. You guys can also keep track of all your trades. If you want to see your session log, this is how I keep track of everything. But this continues to grow. You can see all the sessions that I've completed. And some of you might be wondering with these strategies, have I had multiple losses in a row? Yes. Here's one that just stands out to me. Here's one right here that says 5 losses in a row, but I still came out in profit. So far, I've done, oh my God, was 185 sessions and 100% profitable. Total profit, $381. There you go. It's all right here, guys. So when you install and when you get the trade manager, it's going to come with the session log. And automatically, if you have the options that are set on or turned on down here, we have an option that allows you to just auto log the session. And so this is on. If I turn it off, of course, it will not log my sessions, but I always have this turned on. And then I hope not losing my voice here. So that's one of the cool things about the recent new version of the Trade Manager. We've enhanced it, and also we have another new update coming out as well. So we've been working on that. But that's how it works, guys. Try this out. This is the line chart strategy. We've got several strategies inside of the private group. And if you guys want to get a hold of all of this, you know where to reach us. It's over here on the website, Wealth Warriors Alliance. I will leave a link down below in the description. I will also pin a comment down below. You guys can click on that. That'll take you over here where you can reach and get a hold of all of our cutting edge tools. We have several different spreadsheets, not just the Trade Manager, but we have other tools such as 30-day compounder tools and other different methods of trading and handling your money. But also there's exclusive hours of exclusive video training that's packed inside, and we have over 1,800 members that are just killing it inside of the group, and I'm just completely blown away by the results. Every day I go into the group and I'm just flabbergasted. And many of these members have came from all walks of life and different types of trading styles like Forex and futures and crypto trading. And most of them have really never had a lot of fun until now. If you trade conservatively, if you follow the rules and a lot of the recommendations that we have, and you follow the videos that are inside, it will help you and give you a plan on what to do. We do have some members that go a little bit crazy, but the ones that we found that have stayed on more of a conservative level are the ones that stay around and they get those consistent profits, and they're the ones that have their withdrawals. So we've got lots of different withdrawal screenshots and stuff, but you guys can go over to the website and just check out the screenshots. There's just a whole bunch here. I've got actually many more screenshots on my hard drive, but I think this is enough. But yeah, you guys can trade anywhere in the world, anywhere on your own terms, limitless income potential. It's all right here. All the information is inside of VIP. We can also answer most questions that Pocket Option has trouble answering, or if it takes Pocket Option 24 to 48 hours to answer something, usually we can answer most Pocket Option questions in a matter of a few minutes. And the group is just so busy all the time. So we're really happy to have that type of support model. We also have moderation and stuff as well. So it's ongoing member support, and we also provide a very positive environment. We like to keep it that way anyway. Okay, so anyway, that's the group. And guys, try this out. That's my time for today. Appreciate you all coming out. If you stayed with me till the end of this video, leave me a comment below. Give me a thumbs up. Would really appreciate it. I'll give you some love back, I promise. And that's it for today. Wish you all the best of success. We'll see you on the next video. Have a good day. Take care.